I'm Paul Degelman from Degelman Industries. We're at the Canada Outdoor Farm Show in Woodstock, Ontario. We're here with Degelman, one of Degelman's manure spreaders, the M34. Degelman builds two models of spreaders, the M28, which is a 28-ton machine, and a M34, which is a 34-ton machine. The whole premise of Degelman and their manure spreaders is the ultimate in durability. If we come around the back, you'll notice that a unique feature that Degelman has is the rock bypass system. They're basically a vertical flail spread system that has a rock bypass built into it. So when you're spreading, if you hit a rock, the flail will actually bypass through the rock, process the rock, get it out of the system without damaging very expensive componentry. The other thing about the flail system is that and a vertical system is that it spreads up to 60 feet evenly. We're running huge gearboxes on the bottom end. We're equipping the machine with a floor drag system, not a push, so you can back off the loads. You can you don't compact your manure as you're transferring out of the machine. On the inside, we run two chains on the outside, which are 110,000 tensile each on our floor. It's a marine grade chain. You'll notice that there's no bearings on the inside of these drives, so for maintenance purposes, they're very, very simple. The slats on the inside are a straight hollow structural tube, so if you ever bend one, you can simply loosen up your chain floor, replace it with a piece of hollow structural material, and you're going. The structure of the machine is held with a walking axle that will contour over rough terrain. It has a suspension hitch. Has a suspension hitch on the front end for big loads. This machine will hold up to 60,000 pounds. Maintenance is very, very exposed, very easy to get at. Tightening of the chain is right in front of you. These are a neoprene or a nylon bearing system, so they will take. There won't be any corrosion on it. We're running a constant velocity drive line on it. We offer scales. We offer brakes. We offer top flare extensions to take this up to 42 ton. And bigger rubber. The Degelman manure spreader is simply the most durable, strongest, most reliable manure spreader that has been built.
Horsepower-wise, what kind of tractor do you like to have on the front of it?
We like to have a minimum of 180 horsepower, and it'll handle anything over 300 as well.
For more information?
For more information, you can call us at Degelman Industries or go to degelman.com. And we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Hi, I'm Rodney Robinson from N.E. Hagedorn & Sons in Paisley, Ontario. We're here at the Canada Outdoor Farm Show. This is our 5290 model vertical beater spreader. Starting at the front with our sequencing valve. Automatically opens the end gate before the push gate will start. As we come back, the galvanizing components, the push gate, end gate, hot dipped and galvanizing to make them last hopefully forever. And coming back the sides with the plastic boards, wet and slippery, and they'll never rust or rot out. And come back to our traction implement tires. To reduce the soil compaction, big thing is a little more money, but it's well worth the investment. And coming back, our drivetrain comes right from the Walter Scheid PTO, I would say the best in the industry, right straight back to the gearbox. Not a lot of turning and moving, and come straight through here to basically the Burma gearbox and their beater system from Italy. I would say the best in the industry. Our beaters, we've overlapped them to process the manure a little more, and basically nothing bigger than your fist coming out the back. And you get
spread swath.
spreads, depending on the manure, up around 40 feet. Enough power there, probably unload in 2 minutes and right back to the barn for another load.
And capacity for this model?
Capacity, this one's 420 bushel heaped. And
horsepower-wise, what kind of tractor you'd like to see on the front of it?
we'd like to see 125 horse. Enough, you gotta have enough weight there to stop it if you're going down the field, and you get too light a tractor on the front and you get not enough horsepower, you'll lose your performance. Just can't get the width and the anyway.
Dairy manure, chicken manure, beef?
Works great in light fluffy chicken or heavy pen pack. Works great for any of it. In real sloppy, soupy manure.
You have different sizes or models that are similar? Or?
This is our 5290, 420 bushel. Then we have a 5440, which is 550 bushel in the vertical. And then we have 4 different horizontals yet, from about the same size-wise up to 550 bushel.
People want more information?
If more information, any Hagedorn & Sons, extrovert.ca, their website, or 1-800-707-7271.
I'm here at the Outdoor Farm Show to present the Gunite PSC line of manure spreaders. The model shown here is the PSC 161. It is the smallest out of our commercial line of spreaders. We've got 3 different models, 610, 710, and 810 cubic feet respectively. These are apron box spreaders models with 3 different beater attachments. The first beater attachment here that we see is our spinner discharge. The spinner discharge are for your higher nutrient material components that you want a wide, accurate pattern, such as poultry compost, biosolids, those type of materials. It will give you a nice, even 60-foot spread pattern, and is perfectly accurate throughout. The other module that is not shown here is we also offer horizontal and vertical beaters. The vertical beaters are for a wide 25 to 30 foot spread pattern, but will give you a higher application rate and higher manure throughput through the machine. The nice thing about these machines is you can buy the same machine with 2 different beater modules, so your custom guy gives you a lot of flexibility by just bolting and unbolting each module. The spreader itself is an apron drive, and we have a split apron drive. What that means is we are running 2 apron chains, and each apron chain is run independently from one another. The advantage of this is it takes the torque out of your shaft and is much easier on your drive components. The other advantage you have is if you unexpectedly break a chain, you can still unload half of the spreader without having to fork the entire thing out. In addition, we have scales underneath our spreaders. Our scale system, along with a Digistar NT460 indicator, allows the operator to monitor in real time his application rate. So by simply putting in the spread width, it calculates with the weight coming off, as well as it also has a GPS module to measure your speed, and that gives you in real time your amount that you're applying to the field. Along with that, it's a very good record-keeping device that allows you to take that information, download it on your computer, and it gives you maps and charts that you can take to your conservation department in order to uphold your environmental standards.
My name's Eli Weidman and I'm with Weidman's Farm Service. We're here at the Canada's Outdoor Farm Show, and we're demonstrating our spreader here, showing and demonstrating our spreader. It is a vertical beater spreader. It's got a hydraulic driven apron chain. There's some unique features on this spreader, and one is the vertical beater attachment at the back, which it gives a very consistent and a uniform spread pattern over 20 to 30 feet. We have a hydraulic flow control at the front that's operated from the tractor cab, and the newer tractors will have that dial right in the cab. But this here one model here we have here is for older tractors where there's no option in the cab for that. So another feature is reversible apron chain. So if you have a rock or a foreign object in the back, you can reverse your chain, bring the load to the front of the spreader, and remove the object, and away you go. We have the option of single axle or a tandem. And going around to the back of the spreader here, you can see the beaters. The end gate is a guillotine style end gate, which allows you to control the flow or the rate of manure. If you're a dairy operation or a chicken farmer and you want to spread many acres, 3 to 5 tons to the acre, is a great way to control the rate. Our gearbox here for the apron chain is a Burma gearbox. It's a high quality gearbox. It's got a hydraulic motor with a relief valve, so you cannot overload the chain. No damage to the drive. It'll relieve it. And the gearbox for the beater drive it's a 3-piece Comer gearbox, and there's a very unique feature on this here gearbox that I would like to show you. At the back here, these beaters do not sit on the gearbox. They sit on a bearing, and there's a chain coupler between the gearbox and the beater, so if the beater would ever bend for whatever reason, it will not harm the gearbox.
And for this particular model, your spread pattern would be
20 to 30 feet. 20 feet for poultry, dry poultry manure, and a good 30 feet on pen pack.
And for this particular model, what's the capacity and what tractor do you like to see on the front of this in terms of horsepower?
The 450, that's 450 bushel heap capacity, and the tractor horsepower recommended for that would be about 100 horsepower.
And for more information?
For more information, you can contact me at 613-473-4745, or you can look on our website at www.weidmans.ca.